Don't blink, it's your boy. Wait for it, Ink. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We're having the finale of Onimusha, so get ready. Buckle your seatbelt. It's about to be a ride. We're still in the middle of Soshiro. I think it's Kojiro or Sojiro, I'm not sure. This is the MC, right? And they're surrounded by Gemma. You know, but it does show like cool moves. Like Soshiro, he used magic, which is weird. There's not a clear explanation as to why he's able to use that. Nobody else was able to use that, so that he's able to use it is a bit odd, if I'm being honest. At the end of the day, it still goes to show something like, yo, this is a anime. This is not real life. Cool move, Sojo. Follow MC back to past, right? Back to past with all the assistants, right? Where we see, and it's so cool because when we're back to past, we're seeing Sai win against Yemen, and it doesn't prove much, right? But Sai was able to completely overwhelm Yemen, and it plays a part at the end where you think that maybe he's a villain, right? And then you're like, oh, Sai beats, but then he beats Sai Yemen without using violence, so maybe Sai didn't like violence at all, right? Without fighting old swordmen, ask for training. You can see that's a rivalry between Sai and Yemen, right? So maybe that's why Yemen didn't ask Sai to come with him. We realized that Yemen is still alive, and he remembered losing to Sai and said he will never lose again, right? Which is kind of cool because, again, it's a, I think it's a prodigy, worst weakness. They're so used to winning, they're so used to being overpowering. And when they get beaten, they don't know how to handle it, right? Sai and Kid, they safely escape. Kid wants to give up, right? But she grabs the bead and she's like, yo, you resolve. The MC, I have to save him because she remembered Kaizen saving the MC. So that's super important, right? Got the MC and Sojiro on a bridge. And they're surrounded by Gemma, which is kind of cool because there's nowhere to go run. There's no way to run. And it's in a situation like that where you're in the worst position that you're like, holy shit, what have I done, you know? We got Soshiro. Oh my god, Soshiro now is using magic again. He fights in air. He breaks the bridge and he fights in the air. Then we learn why Soshiro actually helped the main character. It was because he didn't believe in Yemen plan. He was not actually a fan of the main character. He's like, yo, this plan had no honor, and I'm still a samurai, believe it or not. We get back to the Sai and the Kid. They follow a trail of blood, which leads to it leads to be Yemen, right? The MC and Sojiro, again, it's always the same. The two different, right? Two different storyline that merge together. They jump in his foundry. Again, Sojiro says Yemen hold no purpose to the war, right? There's no real soldier. There's no real life at stake. MC actually says, and you can see that the MC evolved more. He evolved more than the credit we're giving him. He says any war, any battle doesn't worth it. It's not worth it, which brings Sojiro to be completely pissed off because how can such a good fighter not want to fight, right? He cuts off his extra arm, Sojiro, and he used the dick sword, the one we saw, right? So it's like, holy shit, it's about to go fucking down because he's not wearing the sword, that huge sword, for no reason. We're back to the Kid. Inside, you can see the Yemen body that dragged the blood. We learn how they created the Gemma. You don't really show it at the end, which sucks, right? But still. And Yemen, he begs Sai. He's like, yo, please help me out. Please. But and the way he's trying to recruit Sai is kind of cool because he offer him power, he offer him honor. And Sai, being a weaker warrior, never knew power, never knew he never knew whatchamacallit. He never knew honor. He never was a samurai because he was weak, right? So for him, this is a big deal. This is something, just is the accomplishment of something he's been trying to get all his life, right? You want to give the control of the army to Matsuki, the old swordsman. But it's like, nah. If you help me out, I'll give you the whole thing, Yemen. We'll give you everything. We'll share 50-50, which is huge. But then again, he's desperate. And if you betrayed people, maybe he's gonna betray Sahe. Who knows, bro? Who knows at this fight, right? There's a lot going on in this episode. There's a lot of fucking things I have to talk to. That's why I'm trying to be fast. That way I can keep retention. His old friend. Sai decides to help. Right, the kid is mad. He's mad. He's punching Sai because Sai is dragging the body, which sucks because he's like, holy shit, dude. It sucks. You just betrayed everybody. We're so close to the end, and you just betrayed everybody. You suck. The huge word of Sojiro is super strong. The MC is really impressed, right? We got the Sojiro keeps trying to convince the MC to release the Oni. He's like, yo, just use your power. I'm a Gemma. You're Oni. The only way you're gonna defeat me is by being Oni. Be an Oni. And the main character is like, he knows that if he goes Oni this time, it's gonna be, there's no coming back from it. There's no coming back. He is a Yumi. MC agreed and said he's more you only. The MC even says to him, "You're right. I'm more a monster than a human, right?" And the MC he transformed into an Oni, which is fucking phenomenal. It's not the onimusha I know. There's some better transformation out there in the onimusha verse, but still, the kid she tried to convince Sae to stop. Sae and the end choke Yemen, right? He was giving a special mission, which is to. Oh my god. Even the way he kills Yemen, he kills him with a pill. I need to blow my nose. I don't have anything. I was going to be using this right, but not on camera. Because people are going to complain. You know how it is. And then he kills, and the mission of Sai is like, yo, everybody that knows about the mind has to die. Right? And it sucks because that means he has to kill the kid, and he has to kill the MC. And that's why Sae, at first I loved him, but still now I think he's an asshole. At the end I think he's an asshole. Right? Sae, the way he looks evil. You know what he reminds me of? He looks like Kura from One Piece. The Black Cat, the one of the first villain from the syrup arc, if I'm not mistaken. Sae mission is to kill all witness, right? There's a fantastic fight between the Oni and Sojiro, right? So again, it's more about the fight. Now there's not a lot of dialogue here, only more fighting. So hey, bid farewell, right? Because at the end it's like, no, I don't want to kill you. You're a kid, and I want to kill you. And besides, the MC is fighting like a much stronger opponent. He might die here. So basically, his mission, he considers it done. But basically, it's kind of not a redemption. You're an asshole. You're still an asshole. I'm sorry, but he still is. Right? I'm doing something in the background because I need to finish it. Just bid farewell. They both drop on a ship. Again, they drop on a ship, and we're not sure what the ship is. Not even sure where the Gamma come from, which sucks, right? But they're only with the Gamma. Kid up here, she wants to help, right? And she wants to save the MC, so she gets caught in between, and she's talking to the MC, and the MC answers. That means he still has some control over it. The kid, she said, "I'm not a monster." She understands her parents need to die. She'd say, "Thank you for killing my parents, but you have to do it, and I'm glad it's you." MC forget the Oni, right? He come back to him. He choose humanity, which is something cousins ask him. And the kid, you see cousin, which was a monk, right? Which he come back to being a human. It's like, yo, the MC protect the kids, and she's like, yo, please leave. And then the kid tell him to grow up. It's gonna fight. Because in the end, the MC, when the kid is safe, choose to fight with Sojiro. They fight to the death, right? There's some proof. There's some ideal that this MC won, but it's not clear. Grow up Sae. You remember the Seven Samurai and chief villain? He dies in a cave because of the collapse. It's like, yo, you remember that MC said there was Seven Samurai, and that three were a villain, so he's called himself a villain. He died, so super pointless. MC, he reminded himself of all the training. So, dude, he grabs a bolt oar and they're fighting, and it ends in a scene where they're both launching their attack, which is super fucking cool, right? You back the kid offering the last prayer before she's back to the village, right? The kid, she took some gold from the mine, and she's staying in an hotel. She's gonna be able to stay for a long ass time because she has a big chunk. Got the MC somehow brought back the gauntlet, right? The monk is like, yo, it feels heavier. It means there's possibly more soul, right? The show ends the way it started, with a single snowflake falling down, and a beautiful song from Manskin, which is The Loneliest. It was a great show. It's the finale. I usually like to do a recap of it, but at the end of the day, don't need to. As always, I love you guys. Take it easy. Be kind. Be yourself. Be weird. Be yourself. Peace.